Well, this was unexpected. While checking out Twitter, if I just add, Suzy Lu, go to Suzy Lu, something's going on with the Discord, I don't fucking care. Great video. It's amazing how everything I said months ago about this entire group was true. Just a shame it took people months to realize anything they spouted was absolute clickbait nonsense, so they could make a quick buck. Well, I'm not making anything out of this, am I? And also, there is like a shit ton of evidence against you. So the fact that this video had been made by Musley, it's interesting. Here's the description. I know a lot of you hate Suzy Lu, but ask yourself, why? Is it because she steals anime? She doesn't. Yes, she fucking does. Is it because she takes down YouTube videos? She doesn't. Yes, she does. Is it because she demonetizes channels? She doesn't. Some might say otherwise. Is it because of something a drama YouTuber said? They lied. No, they fucking didn't. If you have any evidence that she has done any of the things she has been accused of, I'd love to see it. Literally watch every single video about her. Here's the next video explaining machine learning. Yeah, well, to be perfectly honest, I'm not going to do it for YouTube because YouTube's fucked. There are loads more things I'd love to talk about, but this video was already too long and boring. Thanks for watching either way. Well, I like how he basically just admitted to it being boring. Are you smarter than a chimp? What was I? It's a fucking chimp. I haven't seen this video, so let's, check it out. A lot of the evidence that I wanted to use in this video has been deleted. This includes videos and tweets. Well, we're already off to a smashing start. I'm not in the habit of archiving lots of videos and tweets, so you'll just have to take my word for it. Well, that's gonna be difficult to do. I mean, like, if you literally state that most of your evidence has been deleted, and that you have a habit of not archiving stuff, when other people have catalogs of stuff she's done, even I have my own catalog of stuff she's done. Well, it's like, if you point out this, and state that we're gonna have to take your word on it, already you are in trouble. I'm literally just gonna say that. I would point out this is the first time actually seeing this video, so yeah, let's see if I actually believe any of this. I mean, there's a chance that I could. Who knows?
If you hate Suzy Lu, then you're in the right place, because boy is this video perfect for you.
Like, already it sounds like he's just gonna absolutely shit on Suzy Lu right from the start. I just love it. Do you hate Suzy Lu? Well, you've come to the right place. Here, have a seat. I'll help you. I don't think he's going to. Especially from what he just said in the description.
You might not like it, but I'm going to liberate you of all your hate, because you've been tricked.
We have not been tricked. No one has been tricked. None of us have been tricked. I'm literally 20 seconds in, and I already do not believe you. We have not been tricked. No one's tricked us. The only person who's doing any of the tricking is Suzy.
And I'm going to tell you how it happened. You might be wondering why I'm telling you this now and not 6 weeks ago when all of this was hot news and not a dead meme.
I'm surprised you didn't start talking about this way before even then. Also, did you even see her clickbait suicide?
There are a few reasons. Firstly, I'm not a full-time YouTuber who's got time to make 40 videos on a single topic. So when I make a video, it's often rushed, very delayed, and extremely poorly edited. Just like this one. Secondly, I didn't want to look like a clout chaser, which is the go-to insult against anybody that tries to inject a wee bit of balance into the discussion.
Okay, like, if you're making a video basically defending Suzy Lu, would it really be classified as clout? I don't think what I'm doing is clout. I'm basically just giving updates on all the Suzy Lu stuff. That's all I'm really doing, just giving updates. Oh, by the way, I should point something out. If I go here... Lucy's responded to me. Different Lucy. It is currently Wednesday the 8th. This video went up Monday. So that would be 2 days ago for me, 1 day ago for everyone else. And this video will probably go up tomorrow or maybe Friday. Oh, Friday I've got that mini-series, don't I? So I need to finish. And I also need to start I need to start getting a green screen and a bunch of stuff. I have an idea of what I could do for because like I said, I'm doing Skyrim. I've got a feeling what I could probably do, so give me a chance there.
Since nobody cares anymore, I'm not going to be getting the views that would generate enough revenue for a down payment on a car, for example. Thirdly, and most importantly, I wanted to wait for the dust to settle so we can actually take a look at what has happened.
Again, literally watch all the past videos. There are people who still have the videos on Suzy Lu up. I mean, look, Suzy Lu, the most problematic YouTuber you've never heard of. So there's so much shit against Suzy Lu. Like, back in 2017, she had a go at McDonald's workers. And I actually converted the British pound to New Zealand dollars. Technically, working at McDonald's in the UK, anyone in the UK who works at McDonald's, you make way more money than I do. Yearly, you make way more money.
For those of you who aren't familiar with Suzy Lu, she was recently being branded as the most evil woman on YouTube because she demonetizes channels, single-handedly removes every video that merely criticizes her, and she steals anime while re-uploading the entire unedited episodes to YouTube and Patreon.
Yeah, and evidence has been shown, and her Patreon is now gone. My door is just opened for some weird reason. Okay.
According to her detractors, she is destroying YouTube.
She is. Oh, that's why it opened. It was the cat. Tilipus, come here.
So in March 2019, Suzy Lu filed a copyright claim against Mark After Dark. He'd used her content to make a wee joke. Now, if you care what I think about it, I wouldn't have issued the copyright claim, even though she's got a legal right to do so.
Technically, I mean, you could argue that she does, but she literally stated that the reason she took it down was because it made her look stupid. That is not a good reason for having a video taken down. It's not. That's abusing the copyright system. You can't say, I'm taking this video down because it makes me look stupid. That's like saying, I'm taking down this video because it makes me look fat. It doesn't work.
I do prefer that creators sort things out between themselves before resorting to the official channels, but I understand why she might have wanted to go through the official routes and use the tools provided by YouTube. Anyway, Suzy removed the claim, and after reading the email that Mark After Dark sent her, I felt that that should have been the end of it. Like, Mark genuinely seemed to be forgiving, but he changed his mind quite quickly, and I couldn't really find out why. I did look, but nothing to be found.
Okay, so Mark After Dark seemed forgiving after the strike was removed, and then changed. Are you sure it wasn't the other way around?
Dijo, Suzy's boyfriend, appeared on a stream by Spugy RFC, and I've got no idea why he turned up. On the stream, Dijo shows his flag history, as does Spugy, who, incidentally, has flagged a video for being sexual and promoting terrorism. Then Suzy appears in the stream, for a reason I do not know.
There's a reason she appeared in the stream. The reason she appeared in the stream is because there was so much... At that time, there was a lot of crap going towards her for videos being taken down about Suzy Lu. All these videos were being taken down, no one knew why, but because they were all about Suzy Lu, everyone suspected Suzy Lu would be responsible. It was probably Suzy Lu who was taking these videos down. And then Stijo, who's lied about being a lawyer, he literally stated he was a lawyer. You're not. He was trying to he was making up so much fucking bullshit excuses for why Suzy wasn't there, when she was literally just, most likely just standing beside the wall, just listening. And then she just decided, you know what, stop this. One at a time. Yeah, shut the fuck up. What? And they literally said if she wants to prove her innocence to everyone, that she hasn't done what people are claiming she has, all she has to do is prove it. All she has to do is show she didn't flag these people. And her response was, why do I have to prove my innocence to a bunch of nobodies on the internet? And then literally a couple minutes later, she's showing her flag history, which shows she's flagged 3 videos made by GG Reloaded. She's kind of, yeah. I'm gonna quickly point something out here. I am not gonna shit on this guy. I'm not shitting on him. I am actually intrigued by this video. I'm actually gonna give this guy respect, because, I mean, there's a chance I'll most likely not agree with him, but some things I can kind of understand-ish, maybe. This is just a reaction video, I have no real clue. But I'm gonna give him my respect. That's what I'm gonna do.
Screenshot of her flag history. In the screenshot you can see that she's flagged GG Reloaded for hateful titles and thumbnails. But there is a scroll bar and that shows there's probably about 4 or 5 videos that have been flagged, and this is what started the whole thing. The boys saw this as absolute proof that she's flagged Tipster, even though it didn't show that. And fair enough, it seems reasonable that if she's been flagging some videos, she definitely could have been flagging others. And I would say she most likely did flag Tipster, but why is that such a big deal?
It's because she flagged the video Tipster made, which was bullshit. Suzy even stated before making the video called The Real Tea, where she basically admitted to abusing the copyright system, said that the video Mark After Dark, the little clip of Suzy Lu Mark After Dark used of Suzy, she claimed that wasn't fair use, and Tipster brought in a YouTube lawyer who said, no, that is fair use, how could you claim it isn't? You can't really argue with a YouTube lawyer, can you? But apparently if you're Suzy Lu, apparently you can argue with fucking God himself. I mean, I don't believe in God, I'm an atheist. Although I believe in angels for some fucking reason I still can't fathom. I'm blaming all the beautiful girls who live on this planet, like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm keeping my mouth zipped.
Anyway, that's about as far as it goes in terms of actual proof of anything, but the harassment went on for over a year, and the standard cycle of events has been as follows. Somebody would accuse Suzy Lu of doing something horrible. Suzy would defend herself. The mob would twist her words. They would create a straw man and lie about what she said, then make more videos about her accusing her of more horrible things.
I've got a feeling you could probably prove like half, maybe more, of those things to be true. You can easily prove the fact she clickbaited suicide. I mean, I still have screenshots. When I first saw that Suzy Lu video, it was literally just titled Goodbye. What was interesting was, when I downloaded the video, I mean, at the time, the title was still Goodbye. But when I downloaded the video, it was Goodbye Sensei. Like, that's not what the video's called. What the fuck? And apparently when you refresh it, it changed to Goodbye Sensei. Like, oh, you are fucking kidding me. And then she literally, she changed it again. And not only that, but she even changed the thumbnail. And the thing was, it was called Goodbye. She clickbaited the video as Goodbye. And it was basically a fucking Naruto Shippuden reaction video. That pissed so many people off, including me, who fucking wants to die and still thinks about killing himself. Probably other people who have the same mentality, probably worse. People who have such a fucked up mental state who saw that. And not only that, but the fact she admitted to being a clickbait joke about suicide and making a post on Instagram saying, not bad for a dead channel. The fact she practically joked about it. Like, nothing was wrong. So many people were fucked off. I mean, if this was real, I'd probably just give Darts a phone call and ask if he could seal her soul within the Orichalcos. In this case, I'd probably just give Valtor a ring.
Examples of this cycle include when Suzy was accused of mass flagging, and
I have a question, like, what the I'm just gonna quickly answer the question. I'm literally 3 minutes into the fucking video. Musley, what are you doing with the cup? Like, sort of like, you got the cup in your hand, you put it down, and then you're picking it up again, and you don't put it to your mouth. Unless you're editing those sips out, fine, but from what I've seen in the first 3 minutes, 20 seconds of this video, half the time you're just holding a cup there for no apparent reason. Like, why? And also, why are you holding your microphone like that? I mean, you hold your microphones however you want, that's fine, but why didn't you get one like Tipster or Augie? Why didn't you get a Yeti? I forget what one I've got. Blue. I think it's a blue Yeti. I've literally forgotten what I bought. I got rid of the box.
She replied that she doesn't mass flag. She said she only reports videos that she doesn't like.
Yeah, that's lovely.
This was open season for the mob to accuse her of flagging every single video that ever criticised her. But that's exactly the opposite of what she said. Some people said she was abusing the system because copyright claims aren't valid just because you don't like the video. And yeah, that's true. But if you used her copyright content, then that's what makes it a valid claim.
Except for one slight problem. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. He does admit to the fact that, yeah, it's kind of stupid. But the problem is, she's saying that she literally made a tweet saying, I own the copyright to my face. No, you fucking don't. No, you don't. You do not own the copyright to your face. That's like saying, I own the copyright to my dick. It makes about as much sense, if I'm honest. Probably a bit of a... I'm just gonna stop talking now. I'm just gonna play the video.
People clung to the I don't like portion of what she said, as if that's the only criteria by which she will report a video. If you think about it logically and be honest with yourself, would she ever report a video that she did like?
Well, if it was giving her lots and lots of praise, no. But if it's videos calling her out on shit, then yeah. And just because you don't like a video doesn't mean you have to flag it as bollocks. I mean, the least you could at least do is reply to each of those videos saying, no offense, Lucy, but please go away for now. The least she could do is reply to each of those videos and ask if they could DM her or something, and then talk about all of it. If she DM'd me, I'd basically be telling her to look at it from our perspective. Of course, then again, it would be like talking to my dad about YouTube and Suzy Lu, which apparently he thinks if YouTube's in the right when they're fucking not.
Now obviously there are exceptions and there are some examples of exactly that, but YouTubers especially will let people get away with copyright infringement if it shows them in a positive light or if it's bringing more eyes to their channel. Saying she reports videos she doesn't like isn't an admission of abusing the system, it's admitting that she's seen some videos that she thinks breaks the rules, she didn't like them, and so she reported them.
She's literally admitted to abusing the system. I mean, like, she put a strike on Mark After Dark's video because that little clip, she claimed, made her look stupid. Again, not a valid reason. And also, these are drama channels. These are commentary YouTubers who report on this type of stuff. They're effectively news channels on YouTube. They're news channels who report on things regarding stuff going on social media. Whether it be on YouTube, or Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, whatever.
Another example of this cycle is when she mentioned her YouTube partner manager. Somebody asked if she honestly thought her reports were seen by a human being, and she replied, I have a partner manager. That was seen as an admission by Suzy that she sends links directly to her partner manager in order to have videos taken down. This is not what she said. She said she's reported videos, which is her right to do, and that she thinks a human has seen it because she has a partner manager.
Yeah, which even then everyone knew was still bollocks. So, I mean, to be perfectly honest, that little bit there you just said, mate, it's not only irrelevant, but it's also kind of redundant. What would be interesting is, I'd like to see how you would respond to the fact that her channel got 3 DMCA takedowns, and then YouTube reinstated her channel. I'd like to see you talk about that. You might probably do that later on in the video.
Even if she did send links directly to her partner manager, why would that be such a bad thing? Surely a partner manager would just do the same thing that the reporting team would do under normal circumstances.
Okay. I mean, I don't have a partner manager, so I wouldn't know, but yeah, I basically don't have a response for that one. I think that type of response would be better on the hands of John Swan or Tipster. Augie.
Why is it suddenly a heinous act because it's a partner manager doing the investigation and not the standard team who deals with reports? And if you think she's getting special treatment, that's not her fault. I don't think she is getting special treatment, but
she clearly fucking is. I mean, her channel was taken down. Her channel was terminated because of 3 DMCA takedowns. Then YouTube removed those claims and reinstated her channel. She even said in the video she called up her YouTube partner manager and practically got them to reinstate her channel. Macria Reflect, fuck off. There is evidence to the contrary of what you're stating.
But even if she is, that's YouTube's prerogative, and you should take it up with them.
Yeah, problem is, it's YouTube, and everyone's kind of going, you know what, fuck them. There is a thing called safe harbor law as well, which I think you're probably forgetting. There's safe harbor law, which YouTube, because of this, YouTube cannot interfere in this type of stuff. They cannot interfere in copyright disputes. But apparently with Suzy Lu, it's fine for them to do so, which it's not. It's fucking bullshit.
A final example of the cycle of misinformation being taken as gospel. When someone asked which college Stejo went to get his law degree, he replied that he didn't go to college. This was seen as an admission that he didn't have a degree in the first place, and Stejo was laughed at endlessly by the followers of the mob.
Well, also the fact that he clearly, even, okay, the benefit of the doubt, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Say Stejo does actually have a degree. I'm pretty sure he admitted that he doesn't have a law degree. Pretty sure he admitted he doesn't have one. But say he does. If he did, then he would know this is wrong. He would know that abusing the copyright system like this, it's not right. I'm not even sure if John Swan went to like a law school or something, but he clearly knows 10 times more about copyright law than Stejo ever will.
First of all, if Stejo does have a law degree obtained in Scotland, then he definitely didn't go to college, because in Scotland, colleges are for vocational qualifications. So if you want a law degree, you can't get it at a college, you have to go to university. They are different in Scotland. It's almost seen as an insult when an intellectual's asked, what college do you go to? Because colleges are for people that didn't get good enough grades to get into university. In addition to that, a law student made a video about how Stejo doesn't have a law degree, and she made very basic factual errors that could have been clarified with a single Google search.
Except, all her things could possibly also be validated by the fact Stejo knows fuck all.
For example, it was claimed that there is no law degree specialising in international intellectual property. Let's take a quick look to see if that's true. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely possible to have studied law, specialising in international intellectual property.
Really? So maybe it is possible, but what do you go again? Musley. I didn't remember that. Musley, if Stejo did study this, he would know what fair use actually is, which he doesn't. And Suzy Lu clearly doesn't know what the fuck fair use is. I mean, she thinks all of her anime reaction videos are fair use, which they're not. Like, I've seen a clip it of her watching Ruby. I think actually I might still have a Goodbye Sensei video. Let's see. Yeah, I still have Goodbye Sensei. Yeah, I got How to Play Duel Masters because, well, I actually have some of their cards, and I thought it would be a good idea. Yes, I have Gabby Hanna Monster. It's actually a pretty good song. I actually do like it. But yeah, I might probably watch this at some point and see if it actually does. If Suzy Lu's videos do fall into fair use, because, I mean, if this video does fall into fair use, if there are proper... Yeah, actually, I probably actually don't really need to do that, because Nick Rakita already did it.
Adding to the speculation that Stejo didn't have a law degree was the doxing of his personal details, which obviously I'm not going to expose for obvious reasons, but it was found that Stejo has a business degree, so obviously there's no way that he could possibly have another law degree.
Is business the same as law? Could have sworn there were two completely different fucking things. And it's really like, any of the stuff that people say, any of the stuff Suzy Lu claims isn't fair use, she could take that to court and then say, no, that's fair use. Like, what's your problem? And all the videos that she makes, they go, that's... Where's any transformative talking? Nick Rakita already covered that bit in one of his videos, and there was nothing transformative she said once. She wasn't criticizing, she's literally reacting. Like, if you're gonna do a reaction video, there's a difference between a reaction and a review. Mr. Psycho does a live review show with Robot Wars and BattleBots. He's also done one with the first series of Techno Games and all 3 seasons of Robotica. All of them fall under fair use, because he actually does criticize what's going on. There are a lot of critiques, and a lot of jokes, I'll be honest, but that's a review. a reaction, possibly something like what Gigax does, which are actually pretty hilarious. But another type of reaction could be like Little Karibo with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That's another way of doing a reaction series, where you basically watch the video and then you go on camera and just react to the whole episode. Basically just spit out what happened in each part of the episode. She could have done any one of those. Instead, she just decides to sit there watching an anime. Well done, love. Well done. Like, no one else could do that. Like, it's not like we've got YouTube or Crunchyroll or fucking the website Watch Cartoon Online, which lets you watch dubbed anime and subbed and cartoons and whatever the fuck Overseries is. If you're wondering why I was here, it was because of Lilo and Stitch.
Well, actually, it's very easy to get multiple degrees. For example, I've got 2, and I'm not even smart. So it's definitely possible to have more than 1 degree. Now, is any...
We all know it's possible to have more than 1 degree. No one's saying it's not impossible. It's quite clearly possible to have more than 1 degree. I think what people are going about with Seijo is, does he actually have a degree, or is he basically just bullshitting? It's kind of obvious that he doesn't have a degree. Because from everything, he knows fuck all about copyright. Just like Suzy.
Any of this proof that he does have a law degree? No, it's not proof that he does. But it exposes the stupidity of the accusers, and even more so the people that believe them. There's no proof at all that he doesn't have a law degree.
If anyone has proof he doesn't have a law degree, didn't he? I could have sworn he said that he doesn't have a law degree. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who believes he doesn't have a degree in law.
None of that matters to the mob. A lack of evidence is the least of their concerns. First time I even took an interest in this is when I made a video exposing the blatant lies of Boblacks. Somebody commented that they gave my video a dislike because Suzy Lu exists. This is the level of stupidity that people have when hating Suzy Lu.
Even though most of this hate Suzy Lu does get, while some of it can go really, really far, to the point where it becomes sending her death threats or something. She might possibly be getting those, I don't know. That level of hate is unwarranted and is outright disgusting, but at the same time, the hate towards Suzy Lu can, at the same time, be justified. I mean, not to that extent, I'll be honest, but it can still be justified.
Oh, Boblax has been exposed, but I hate Suzy Lu so much for no reason at all that I'm going to dislike this video despite having absolutely nothing to do with Suzy Lu, simply because Boblax has helped stir up the drama, circulating the lies.
What the fuck was that?
To be honest, that's not even the worst offence. Speaking of lies to help stir up the hate, you know who's quite good at convincing people of lies? John Swan. For somebody that claims to be a copyright expert, he sure doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, he does. I mean, from what I've seen, he clearly knows what the fuck he's talking about. I mean, he knows way more about copyright than Suzy Lu and Seijo put together. There are even YouTube lawyers who will say that what Suzy Lu and Seijo are doing is not fair use. Is not considered fair use.
He said that YouTube contravened fair use when they removed strikes from Suzy's channel, citing the safe harbour provision. John said that YouTube must not get involved in copyright disputes, otherwise they're not adhering to the laws that grant them safe harbour. This is completely the opposite of the safe harbour provision. A content delivery platform like YouTube absolutely must get involved in order to receive safe harbour.
Really? The Online Copyright Infringement Liability Limitation Act, OCLA, is United States federal law that creates a conditional safe harbor for online service providers, OSP, a group which includes internet service providers and other internet intermediary. I feel like some of these words I don't even think that's. Oh, fuck it. By shielding them for their own acts of direct copyright infringement when they make unauthorized copies, as well as shielding them from potentially secondary liability for the infringing acts of others. OCLA was passed as a part of the 1998 Digital Millennium Copyright Act, DMCA, and is sometimes referred to as the Safe Harbor Provision, or as DMCA 512 because it added Section 512 to Title 17 of the United States Code by exempting internet intermediaries from copyright infringement liability provided they would follow certain rules. Oculus attempts to strike a balance between the competing interests of copyright owners and digital users. Alright, there is evidence saying that Funimation will not allow people to use their anime. They won't give out licenses. And not only that, but TV Tokyo also did the DMCA takedowns. They gave Suzy Lu the copyright strikes. And YouTube basically just reversed all of it as soon as Suzy got on the phone to them. And I'm going to be perfectly honest, I have no fucking clue what any of this means. So like, you get... Again, John Swan does it better.
The moment YouTube is made aware of any copyright infringement that's happening on their platform, they must take action by removing the infringing content, otherwise they relinquish their safe harbor protection.
Yeah, that's not what people are bitching about though. People are bitching about the fact that Suzy got those copyright strikes with her channel being terminated. A few days later, YouTube reinstated her channel. That's what people are fucked off with.
The strikes were issued by Tokyo TV, and John states with a pretty high degree of certainty that those strikes were valid.
Of course they're fucking valid.
However, YouTube decided that they weren't valid.
And YouTube is wrong.
And they reinstated Suzy's channel, they reinstated the videos, and this is John Swan's reasoning for why YouTube is breaching fair use. Well, firstly, YouTube has actual lawyers on hand
Who do not know what the fuck they're doing, quite fucking clearly.
You could argue that there is no place on earth where knowledge of fair use is more important than it is on YouTube.
Oh, shit. What have I done? I meant to stop the video. No.
Then if the human beings at YouTube decided that the videos were fine, then I'm kinda inclined to agree with them,
Proper lawyers will say otherwise.
rather than John Swan.
Well, don't take John Swan's word for it. Take the word of like someone like Nick Rahita.
YouTube strikes are their own system. It's nothing to do with the law. It's just their own way of tracking whether someone's a serial abuser, a repeat offender. And even if it did have something to do with the law, YouTube's concluded that Suzy's videos didn't commit any offences.
Well, they're clearly fucking bollocks.
All of his claims are null and void.
No, they're not.
So John is either not a very good copyright expert, or he's lying to the masses to convince them to hate Suzy Lu.
And it is C. None of the above. And the lawyers at YouTube, even if that's the case, the companies can still go after Suzy Lu because she's still uploading them to her website. So the companies could easily go for Suzy there, and there, YouTube cannot protect her. She will not be protected by YouTube. If she gets a bunch of strikes on her channel by the company, YouTube can't bail her out. She'll basically be on her own.
He said that Suzy Lu mass flagged tipsters' videos on her and had them removed for community guideline offences.
I'm pretty sure even Tipster would say that's what happened.
First of all, no individual creator can issue community guideline strikes.
Is that true? I mean, Just Destiny did it.
Only YouTube can, so that is a lie first off. And he knows this, since he kinda defended her on Twitter, despite him being the one that convinced people that
the tweet defending her seems to be deleted. What's interesting is the fact you don't have the tweet to back up what you're saying, which is an issue. It is an issue. I mean, yeah, it is an issue. Because, I mean, if you try to say this in court, and you asked to prove it, you say, I don't have it with me, it's gone. Like, well, how can I believe it? How can I believe that's what really happened? And I should know because I've watched enough fucking Judge Judy and Judge Rinder. That's an issue you already have, mate. The fact you're saying this, but you don't have the proof. Whereas every one of us who says what she has done, we've actually provided proof. So you kind of are on a slight bit of problems there.
Speaking of people believing things with zero evidence, there was the whole debacle of the reports for invasion of privacy. Some of Tipster's videos were flagged for invading Suzy Lu's privacy, and YouTube's terms state that only the individual whose privacy is being breached can legally submit the claim. This was all the proof that the mob needed to be 100% sure that it was definitely Suzy issuing the strikes.
Well, if she was saying that Tipster is harassing her when he's basically criticizing her and talking about what it is she's currently up doing, that's not harassing. That's just Suzy being a cow with the most paper-thin skin imaginable. Actually, think of the thinnest sheet of paper you can think of. Suzy's skin will probably be thinner than that.
I asked for proof from one of the mob groupies called Lynard. Lynard answered by saying that it was definitely her.
Incidentally, Lynard's Twitter head has been suspended indefinitely. This is why you make a catalog. This is why you get all this stuff to back yourself up. This is why with these update videos, I get the stuff I need first before I properly make the videos.
I asked for proof. I was called a simp, a cuck, all sorts of other names. I asked again if they had proof. They didn't answer. I said, mate, it's okay to say you don't have proof. They wouldn't admit they had no proof, but they had no proof.
That doesn't necessarily mean they don't have proof. If they don't want to show you, they don't really have to. That doesn't really mean they don't have proof. Yeah, I'm actually not going to try and defend Lynard at this point. In this particular part, I will semi-agree with Musley. Like, all he did was ask for proof, and he didn't deserve to be called a simp or a cuck or anything like that. Musley did not deserve that, but just because he didn't, at the same time, just because Lynard didn't show any proof doesn't mean he didn't have any proof.
He sent me a video of himself reporting one of Tipster's videos. Check it out. Do you think this is the real Nick de Oreo submitting this false report? Well, there we have it. Proof that anyone can submit one of those claims, meaning that it definitely could have been someone other than Suzy Lu.
I'm going to quickly point something out here. That wasn't exactly the greatest proving. That really wasn't. Especially considering the fact that that's all we get. That little box. I'm going to try and move in closer to see if I can actually read any of this.
Well, there we have it. Proof that anyone can submit one of those claims, meaning that it definitely could have been someone other than Suzy Lu. But admittedly, it's not proof that she didn't submit it, but I would like to see the proof that she did if you're going to claim that she did.
I will say this, from what I've seen in this video, mostly seems... One sec. Sorry about that. My chocolate flake was trying to kill me. The thing about Musley is, that I've seen in the 12 minutes I've been watching this video, and not for Suzy Lu, he doesn't overly seem to be completely on Suzy's side. Like, he does. He has literally just admitted that certain parts he admits that it's possible Suzy had done this. So, I mean, I'll give him credit there. He does admit that it is a possibility that it's basically a 50-50 chance that it was actually done by Suzy Lu, but at the same time, it could have been done by someone who's impersonating a Suzy Lu. Except, one problem you've got is, her bragging. And not only that, but there will be people who have evidence that it was Suzy Lu who did flag that stuff. I mean, Suzy even showed a Discord, which showed that she flagged GG Reloaded. And even you admitted to a scroll bar where there was probably more. From what I'm saying, he is sort of basically defending Suzy Lu, but at the same time, the way he's doing it, it's like he's defending Suzy Lu while siding with us at the same time, almost, at certain points.
Firstly, there's the sheer volume of videos that were made about her. Did you know Tipster had over 40 videos before he deleted them all? The Quarterin has 31 videos so far, and he was quite late to the party. Bo Blacks has 9 videos, and then there's all the other people who've made videos, such as John Swan, Optimus, Rachel Messer, Spugy, RFC, Pegasus, Repsion. Oh, speaking of Repsion, his first video on her was given limited ads after human review before it was even published.
Okay, actual evidence.
But let's get back to why the videos were taken down. Suzy Lu has a very large fan base, and it would be incredibly naive to think that not a single one of her subscribers flagged any of the videos. Let's just take a ridiculously minuscule 0.01% of her fan base and imagine they reported it. That would be around 37 reports per video.
Shit. Pretty sure it was more, and actually I'm gonna continue watching before I properly start talking.
Do you think that would trigger a response from YouTube?
Probably.
I think it would.
Yeah, I was right.
Now imagine the sheer volume of videos that are being made about her, the number of flags, the number of manual reviews that are happening. Imagine the data that's being fed into the machine learning reporting system.
And imagine how YouTube doesn't fucking realise that Suzy is cancer.
There is a far better explanation for this, and I'll put a link in the description. So basically, YouTube uses bots, and these bots need to be trained on what's offensive, what is harassment, what's demonetizable.
Yeah, the problem is, YouTube doesn't know what the fuck it's doing at this point. It doesn't know a thing. It considers criticizing someone harassment. People at YouTube are so far disconnected to what YouTube actually is. In all honesty, I'm actually kind of amazed they've not gone bankrupt yet. I'm amazed they haven't gone bankrupt and decided to fucking sell the company to someone else. I don't believe they do, someone who's actually more competent.
So whenever a bot decides that a video has harassment in it, it'll be demonetized by the bot. If the creator asks for a manual review, a human will review the video normally, and the human will decide if it's harassment or not. Now if the bot is overruled and the human thinks it wasn't harassment, the bot will adjust its parameters based on the metadata within the video. If the bot is confirmed to be correct by the human, the parameters that were used to detect the harassment, they'll be strengthened and they'll be given more importance.
And that'll just piss everyone up, because here's the I mean, even YouTube has admitted to the fact that their system is not perfect. If a human somehow says that a simple video criticizing another content creator is considered harassment, I think that person needs the head to be given a fucking shake. Like, PewDiePie summed it up best. Like, YouTube's so far disconnected to what YouTube actually is and what YouTube wants it to be.
And this also happens when it's a manual flag. If the human finds harassment, the metadata from the video is used to further train the bots. Now think about all those videos on Suzy Lu that were reported and manually confirmed as harassment. All of the data from all of those videos were fed back into the machine learning system.
On that point, I'm gonna ask you something, Musley. How the fuck was any of that done when everyone was still in quarantine?
And trained the bots to find similar videos. And this was during a time when there were fewer humans to manually review, and YouTube themselves had openly said that the automated flags would be a bit stricter due to the lack of humans reviewing cases.
Okay, so it does point that out. Okay, I may have jumped the gun a bit.
Well, you can kind of see how all of these drama YouTubers who have harassed Suzy have created an environment where it's really difficult for genuine criticism to get through the automated system.
The problem is, it's not harassment. Suzy Lu is calling it harassment. People are criticizing what Suzy does, showing what it is she has done, and Suzy calls it hate. Take the video Tipster did with a YouTube lawyer about the video of Mark After Dark. Apparently Suzy considered that video hateful, and the video got taken down with the community guideline strike for harassment and cyberbullying. What?
Now again, this is just speculation, it's my opinion, but I'm arriving at these possibilities using critical thinking and the evidence that we have. I'm not just seeing a video come down, looking at the title and saying, well, it must be that person that took it down. As for the complete demonetization of channels, that's a bit tougher to explain.
I'm gonna admit, he does say this is all his opinion. On that note, I can't really give a lot of shit, other than the fact that you holding that cup for no fucking reason is really annoying me. That's literally the only thing I have, mate. I'm sorry. You holding that cup for no fucking reason is just irking me. What is this fucking notification thing? No. No, 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 no. Holy shit. Well, that's getting its own video.
Well, apart from Tipster, who's completely bombarded his subscribers with video after video, spreading false accusations with zero proof at all.
Have you even seen Tipster's videos? Like, he provides the proof. He's provided so much proof. I can give you proof as well. Like, she says that she terminated her own... She left Discord on her own accord, and she provided an email, which is fine, but the problem is, that particular email is in the trash bin.
And as much as I disagree with her decision, I think it should be freedom of speech and all that.
Yeah, freedom of speech though, I think when it comes... Freedom of speech... Even freedom of speech has limits. I'm gonna quickly point that out. There are limits of freedom of speech. Like, you can't go around, you can't go down North London just going, no Jews, no Jews, no Jews. You can't exactly go down North London saying, Jews suck, Jews suck, Jews suck. You can't exactly do that. That's gonna get a lot of shit. You're gonna get a lot of shit for that. There is freedom of speech, but at the same time, there's also hate speech. People will come down hard on. I mean, I would never do something like that. Because I'm not an insensitive cunt. I'm not an insensitive prick. I would never in a million years do that. I've got a feeling I'm just gonna fucking take that out of context. When it comes to freedom of speech, there are limits. Even freedom of speech has its boundaries, its own lines that should not be crossed.
YouTube is not a public forum. It's a private company and they can take down whoever they want.
Is it a private company? Is it? YouTube runs Trump Biden campaign ads alongside videos from white... for fuck's sake. It's like, could YouTube fuck itself anymore? Okay, so, yeah, it's not a public forum. But here's the thing, mate. Like, you've got to take a look at it from YouTube's perspective. They're still a company. And basically, when it comes to free speech, I've got a feeling like YouTube will be fucked either way. If YouTube heavily censors shit like that with hate speech and all that, YouTube's gonna be sued and fucked. But of course, if YouTube doesn't do it and someone catches onto it and then starts spreading it and it gets traced back to YouTube, YouTube's gonna be fucked. And YouTube might know that, which is why they try and censor that. They do allow free speech, but at the same time, they try to police it. They try to make sure they do try to set boundaries.
Is she secretly the head of the YouTube partner program?
I fucking hope not.
Alright, let's talk about whether there was actual harassment or not. So there's been hundreds of videos made about her, which would be completely fine if they were genuine criticism, but not only were the criticisms baseless and just recirculating the lies told by others, but many of them were just purely attacking her on her physical appearance. Swan seemed to particularly enjoy telling everyone what the second autocomplete result is when you type in Suzy Lu into the search bar.
That's interesting. Suzy Lu, YouTube, we have a problem. Suzy Lu, South Park, The Fractured Butthole. I am not watching it. Suzy Lu, YouTube, Suzy Lu, Reaction, Suzy Lu, Forehead, Suzy Lu, Meltdown, Suzy Lu, Controversy, Suzy Lu, Naruto, Shippuden, Suzy Lu, Naruto, Suzy Lu, The Quartering, Suzy Lu, YouTube, Rewind, Suzy Lu, Lawsuit, Suzy Lu, Goodbye. I mean, I don't think he was... I think he was just pointing out that if you type in Suzy Lu, it will crop up with Suzy Lu, Forehead. I think that was all he was doing. And the lies you claim... they're not lies, especially when proof and evidence is given. Like I've said, even I've given evidence and proof. I still have it. I'll show you. Suzy Lu, I've got a bunch of stuff here. Okay? A bunch of stuff. Including this gem. Not bad for a dead YouTube channel. Here we go. Like the email with Patreon. Confirmation needed. Disabling your Patreon account. It's in the bin. Got anything to say to that, Musley? There's also Suzy saying the fact that on her Twitter she brags about getting views on Suzy Lu videos, then continues to insert herself into something that none of her business, just shows her intentions and clicks, which even Tipster went is bollocks. And just went, what the fuck? How arrogant do you have to be to think that a woman like Rachel Messer, whose voice has literally been heard by millions and millions of people, needs the name of Suzy Lu to get attention? The absolute arrogance of this woman, which is agreed. I mean, see, look here. Rachel Messer, voice actress, Borderlands 3, Black Clover, One Piece Stampede. That's a movie. Goblin Slayer, Warframe, Azure Lane, Smite, Funimation and Disney Channel. You're on Disney Channel? Huh. Dinosaur extraordinaire. There is so much evidence against Suzy Lu. There is so much bullshit Suzy Lu has done, which I'm not even sure if you're paying attention to. What?
Well, what if I used a scientific method to quantify the similarity between John Swan's hair and a piece of rusty steel wool? Or what if I used facial recognition software to objectively measure how much Boblax looks like Sid from Ice Age?
Well, can I just point out they look nothing alike?
Absolutely not. And John Swan knows this, but he thinks his viewers are stupid.
No, he doesn't. He knows his viewers are intelligent. Well, at least the intelligent ones anyway.
Oh, speaking of Lionard, he made a channel called Suzy Lu Reaction, and he and others would upload videos mocking Suzy Lu.
No. They're not mocking Suzy Lu, it's a parody channel. Because Suzy Lu's videos are... I mean, her reaction videos are boring and bland as hell. So I thought, you know what, why not? This is literally the most active you've ever been, Lucy. Like, what the hell?
Suzy Lu never uses a full unedited episode, and you can check this yourself very easily. Just look at the durations, look at the video durations, and compare it to...
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly point something out. This thing has not only changed title 3 times, but she even changed the thumbnail. This was a video people are pissed off with. Okay, so here it says 254,000 views, but if you check here it says it's 266,000. So already the screenshot's inaccurate.
the anime durations. She also adds her own commentary, and if she's not speaking, she's making quite a lot of facial reactions.
Yeah, that's not transformative though.
This whole channel is clearly a targeted and concerted effort to harass Suzy Lu.
No, it's not. Fuck's sakes, it's a parody channel.
And almost everything she's been accused of is demonstrably false, or has zero evidence to back it up. Almost everything that Suzy has said has turned out to be true.
No, it's not. And she hasn't provided fuck all to back herself up. She hasn't. Whereas all of us have given actual evidence.
Do you remember when she said that YouTube were aware of Tipster and were investigating him for harassment on and off a platform? Everybody scoffed. But look at him now. His gang are close behind and Spewgy's already been demonetised, and I wouldn't be surprised if more follow.
Tipster literally proved that the investigation going against him was bollocks. He messaged YouTube and asked if there was an investigation going on against him. YouTube responded, no, there isn't. And we would have let you know. And then apparently Suzy said, I was a part of it and it's now closed. Which, no, YouTube would never do that. Even Tipster said YouTube would not allow that to happen. So, Suzy straight up lied. And Tipster proved it.
In conclusion, there is no evidence that Suzy Lu has done anything wrong.
Yes, there is.
You might be against her for reporting videos, but it's her right to do so.
Lawyers will say otherwise, as will the fucking courts. Because they will vote on the defendant, not Suzy.
But you should be mad at either the creators that are actually harassing her and getting too personal.
The ones who are getting too personal should be taken out. But the ones who are just basically criticizing her, like Tipster and everyone else I've mentioned, no.
Or you should be mad at YouTube for making the final call that you disagree with to take the videos down.
Oh, everyone's fucked up with YouTube for one reason or another.
Now, if anyone's going to make videos about anyone, please make sure you have actual evidence.
Well, we actually do, and you tried making a video defending Suzy Lu, and you didn't have much evidence.
And if anyone's wondering why I haven't shown any evidence in this video, I don't know what you're talking about. I had the evidence right here all along.
Really? Can we just quickly go back to the start of your video? A lot of the evidence that I wanted to use in this video has been deleted. This includes videos and tweets. I'm not in the habit of archiving lots of videos and tweets, so you'll just have to take my word for it. And then I get to like 21:50 into the video. I'll say that. I got that far into the video and barely showed any proof at all. There's barely any proof you showed. So you're wrong. You have not really... Granted, you have shown some proof, but it's not exactly that substantial.
I've had the evidence that Suzy Lu is a lying, thieving, flagging, harassing scumbag in my hands all along. Just look.
Right. There are so many other things the mob have said without evidence. I tried to find the evidence for everything, but lots of it has been deleted. I wonder why. Many of them are still harassing Suzy on Twitter on a daily basis. I already know the criticism against this video. You didn't show any proof. She really did all those things. You're just a simp. The level of ass mad in this video. Lol. Is that a I don't know what that word is that a something sticker? This video is now null and void. You're just an old man trying to gain clout by using everyone's names for views. For one thing, I'm not gonna call him a simp. And I'll be perfectly honest, I do kind of partly agree with him. Before anyone does have a go, I will admit, like, there are parts in this video I do kind of agree, not with the part where he's saying Suzy Lu's done nothing wrong on any of that, and everyone else has done the wrong, that's bollocks. But there are a couple points you can easily see that I have kind of, yeah, you got a point. There are parts I have kind of agreed with and gone, yeah, that's fair. So, and like I said, I'm not going to give him a lot of hate. I even said that right at the start of this video. I am not going to give him hate. I'm going to give him respect. I mean, this video is more or less bollocks, but I've got nothing against it. I really don't. Yeah, if you want to check this video out in its entirety, link in the description. Don't ask why I'm linking it. Just know what I am. Just so you can leave, for you to watch it in your own time and leave your own comments what you think. Nothing too hateful though, nothing too serious. I don't want any of that happening. Like I said, I don't really have a problem with this video. I do think maybe he's been wearing those shades for a bit too long and been holding a cup for the following reason. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Links to all the other guys will be in the description, like usual, for my Suzy Lu updates. Keep up with me at Taylor Gang, and keep up with my friends Manny in the House, Conspiracy Theory, aka Night with Anime Roar, Sungazer, aka Nato Uzumaki, Ashragami, and Undercover Nerd. And as always, I'm Taylor Gang, and I will see you next time.